Hello everyone and welcome to this fun little Clubhouse tutorial. This is going to be a nice little walkthrough to teach you all of the ways that you can use Clubhouse and leverage this platform to its greatest potential. So if someone invited you and sent you this video, then this is going to be a nice and easy way and short way to get you indoctrinated into the platform. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. So the first topic that we want to talk about is the hallway. This is going to be the area where you see all of the different names of the different rooms that you can enter. These rooms are going to be where people are having their conversations. And so how does the hallway work exactly? Well, this is going to be the first screen that you see when you enter. And so what rooms you are gonna see in your hallway are gonna be dependent on two things. Number one, when you first enter the app, what rooms you see are gonna be dependent on who invited you. So if an artist invited you, then you're gonna see a lot of art rooms. If a marketer invited you, then you're gonna see a lot of marketing rooms. Those hallways, when you start off, are gonna be dependent on who invited you. And then beyond that, you are going to see hallways dependent on who you follow. So if you want to see a lot of business rooms, you want to see a lot of marketing rooms, go follow those people. If you want to see a lot of rooms based on psychology, then type in psychology into the top search bar and then just go and follow those people. And then you'll see a lot of psychology rooms. The algorithm is going to change dependent on who you follow on this platform. Beyond that, recently they've also added interests into the platform. So changing your interests on this platform is also going to help change your rooms in your hallway. Now let's talk about the different rooms and what's in there and how they work. So in one section you have the actual stage or the speaker box. Now up there's the people who are actually having the conversation, and you have the people who are on stage, and then you have the moderators who have the green icon. Now outside of that, there's going to be the people in the audience who are segmented into the people who are actually being followed by the people on stage, and then the actual audience themselves. So in order to get onto the stage, you can either be invited by somebody who is on the stage and then get up on the stage, or you can simply virtually raise your hand and then get up on the stage there, and then you can join the conversation. Now there's a couple different ways that people can format the stage. People will usually have a couple people having a conversation, much like a podcast, and then you can virtually raise your hand and ask a question or contribute something of value, and then you can contribute something of value, and depending on how the moderators are running the room, you might be moved back down to the audience, or they might keep you up there. And there's no wrong way of doing the room. I've seen all different ways work. I've seen people keep them up on the stage, and it's worked out great, and these new dynamics form. I've also seen rooms where they have 50 some people up on the stage, and it rotates very much like an AA meeting. These have been some of the mental health and mental wellness rooms, and everyone goes around and says, oh hey, my name is Ben, and this is how I am feeling today. And those have worked out really great. And in other senses, in other formats, you would think that would be chaos, but it's actually worked out really great. And so experiment with rooms. There's no wrong way to do this right now. Now let's go into rooms themselves and hosting one for yourself. Now there's a couple different ways that you can host a room. You can, number one, host it formally, or you can do it informally. The informal way to do things is to simply hit that green button that you'll see on the hallway. And you can simply start a room right off, select what sort of availability you want, whether you want everyone in the world to access it or simply start a private one. Select your name that you want to call the room, and then the room will go up. And then everyone who follows you will get the notification for that, and then they'll go and join the room. And then you're off to the races. The formal way to start the room would be to schedule it. And in order to schedule it, you will see a big calendar icon up in the right-hand top side of the screen. Now, if you click that, you'll see all of the different scheduled rooms that are going to be viewed by you. And on the continued top right of the screen, you'll see another calendar icon with a plus. That's going to let you schedule your room. Now, if you schedule one, you're going to be able to name it, select what day, what time, who other people you want to invite to be on your virtual panel, and then it'll be added to the calendar. And then everyone who follows you is going to get a notification that Ben has created a scheduled room. And then it will be on the calendar for people to see. People can add it to their Google calendars on their own calendar off of Clubhouse. And then outside of that, a strategy that has worked really great for people is to promote it on their other social media. Create a cool graphic. Make some screenshots. And promote it to other people that, hey, we're going to be having this cool virtual panel. Come and join us. Use what traffic source you have at your disposal. There isn't going to be a right way or a wrong way to go about and do this. If your audience is going to be on Instagram, go and use Instagram. If your audience is on your Facebook, go and promote this on Facebook. If you've got a great email list, promote it to your email list. Let's talk about when you first join. You are going to notice that there is a birthday icon, a birthday confetti blaster in the corner of your avatar. That is a signal that you are new, that everyone else is going to know that you are new. So that is a breather for you that everyone can know that if you don't know the social norms quite yet, then that's okay, that you're still figuring things out for yourself. So you can relax and breathe while everyone knows that you're still trying to figure out how things work, where all the buttons are for everything. And so don't worry if you're still trying to figure things out, because everyone knows that you're still trying to figure things out. Something that not a lot of people know about is the karma feature that is working behind the scenes in Clubhouse. This is basically the word for the behind the scenes algorithm that is going on in Clubhouse. So if you use your invitation to Clubhouse and that person becomes very, very active, then that reflects on you. That is positive karma for you in Clubhouse, and that can actually get you more invites into Clubhouse. At the same time, you can also be spending a lot of time in Clubhouse, and that gives you good karma. How you spend your time in Clubhouse can also give you different amounts of karma. So spending time in the audience listening to Clubhouse gives you a certain amount of karma, while creating rooms and spending time as a moderator with the moderator badge on you gives you a much greater amount of karma as opposed to simply listening in the audience. And on top of that, closing a room with a certain amount of time that has been on it existing will also give you karma. So it is wise to remember to close your own rooms if you want to gain karma to get more invites, if that is something that you in particular care about. It's important to remember to fill out your bio. You have as much space as you would like to write about yourself. but the first 3 lines are going to be what people determine to click or not click on the rest of your bio. Now, when it comes to this, you want to remember to connect your Instagram and your Twitter to your profile, because people have been using their Instagram to direct message people if they really like something that they said on Clubhouse. Because right now there is no direct way on Clubhouse to message people. And so people have been utilizing Instagram. And as a result of this, people have been seeing massive growth on their Instagram pages as well as their Twitter pages. So it is very vital that you connect these social media platforms as soon as possible. Now, let's talk about the button that is down in the left corner of the screen, the left bottom corner of the screen. It's called Leave Quietly. And you're going to see this when you're in a room. Now, people have been wondering, like, what exactly does leave quietly mean? Is it like leave quietly as opposed to leave loudly? And what this basically just means is that if you leave quietly, no one is going to get a notification that you are leaving. The speakers aren't going to get a notification that Ben has left the room. Ben didn't like what this person said. And this relieves a lot of anxiety from both sides. If I leave, I'm not going to offend anyone that I left the room. If you are speaking, you won't get a lot of hate emojis that people didn't like what you said. And to continue off that, right now there are no comments from the audience. There's no comment section. There's no way for the audience to give feedback as opposed to coming on stage and speaking. And so that leaves a lot of pressure off of the speakers. And these creators, the creators of Clubhouse, are moving forward with all of the decisions. They want to put creators first, which is fantastic. Right now, people really want to give feedback to people who are creating content and speaking very wise things. And so one thing you can do right now is that if you are on stage, what people have been doing is they have been flashing their microphones. Much like you can see right now, they will repeatedly tap the microphone button, and what that means is that you are giving applause for the person who is speaking, and that is a great way to give feedback. Now let's talk about a new feature that is currently being created called clubs. Now, what is the difference between a club and a room? Now, an individual room is one that you will join from your hallway. And what a club is that a club is one that you can join much like a Facebook group. It's a group of people who might be joining the same room on a regular basis that want a formal way to convene and to recognize that. And so it might be a group of people who continuously meet every week to talk about business, or talk about global events, or talk about video games. And that is what is clubs right now, and that's how they are evolving. And so currently right now, if you want to join a club, you have to submit for it and wait a period of time, as well as be regularly active and creating rooms in order to show that you are going to be active in your club. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to check the link in the description of this video. We have even more information for you on Clubhouse, and be sure to like and follow our channel for any future updates on the platform.